A retailer buys a TV show from a wholesaler at 4,000 rupees, and he marks the price of the TV 15% above its his cost price and sells it to a consumer at 5% discount on the mark price. If the sales are intrastate, the GST rate of GST is 12%. Find the mark price of the TV and the other questions here. First of all, retailer buys, this is the retailer. It buys it from whom? It buys it from the wholesaler. What is the price? 4,000. So the selling price of the wholesaler is 4,000. Sorry, 40,000 rupees, not 4,000. Right. He marks the price 15% of his cost price. So for example, if this is the TV, so 40,000 is the price that he bought it at. He will mark it, print on the TV how much? 40,000 plus 15% of it. So 15% of what? 40,000, and whatever comes, that is a mark price on the TV there. Okay. So we need to calculate what is the price he has marked. Second thing, that yes, what he does to for the customer, it says, okay, the mark price is this much, I will give you a discount of 5% of that. So we need to subtract that 5% from that mark price, right? And that will become the selling price for the retailer, and that is the price at which the consumer will buy. So first thing that we have to calculate is the mark price. You see, retailer got it for 40,000 and he wanted to mark it at 15% above that. So 15% of what? 50% of 40,000. So selling price, not the selling price exactly, I would say marked price is, okay, is how much? Is the price which is 40,000 plus 15% more. So 15% of what? 15% of 40,000 only. So we need to calculate that. It will give you 15 4 so this will be equal to 40,000 plus 60. 15 into 4 60, and how many zeros? 2 zeros over there. 6,000. So that becomes 46,000. Okay. 1,000. This is the price which she has marked at. Marked price. So when the customer comes or the consumer comes, he wants to buy it from the retailer, the price that he will see on the TV listed or printed will be 46,000. Then he said, okay, don't worry, I will give you discount of 5% on it. So 5% on the mark price. So we have to find the price. Okay. What is that? Mark price. We have to find the, sorry, selling price. So selling price, we know the selling price is marked price minus discount. Discount is in percentage, so we need to use that, get it to rupees. So mark price is how much? 46,000 minus how much? 5%. So 5% of what? 5% of 46,000 mark price only. So how much is that? 46,000 plus, sorry, minus. It's basically, okay, you don't cancel it, the 2 zeros will get cancelled here. So whatever is there, you have to multiply with 46 into 5. So what is that? 46 into 5. And after that, 46 into 5, it will give you 230, 230 and 1 0 after this. So how much is that? That is equal to, if you subtract it from 46,000, 6,000. It will give you 45,770. This is the selling price. Now the GST that we have to calculate will be on, I mean the consumer will pay on this bracket. Since the GST is 12%, the CGST will be 6% and the SGST will be 6%. Why? Because intrastate within the same state here. So the question is mark price. We have got the mark price is the first answer, 46,000. Amount of which the consumer pay for the TV is different. Now he has to pay tax. So how much he will pay? The consumer will pay 45,770. Okay. Total bill for the consumer is 45,770 plus tax. This it will be CGST plus SGST, right? So we have to calculate that. So 45,770 plus CGST is how much? 6%. So 6% of 4,5,770 plus again 6% of 4,5,770. Now we can calculate this. Okay, you put this in bracket, otherwise people get confused and they sometimes cancel these two numbers. This is not possible because they are added by plus. Should be in bracket always and solve within the bracket. 1 0 get cancelled, this 0 will get cancelled with this one, and if I solve that, let's see what is the answer coming up here. It will be 45,770 plus 6 into 4577. We have to do that. 6 into 4577, whatever comes you have to divide it by 10 to get it, and that will be 2,746 rupees and 20 paise, and that is the same here also, plus 2,746.20. Now add all of these to the cost price, sorry, the selling price, 45,770. So it will total come as rupees 51,262 rupees and 40 paise. And this is the answer for what the consumer will pay. How much? 51260 51 5120, sorry, 262.40. Now the amount of tax, the GST paid by the retailer to the central government. Now how much will retailer pay? See, he will not pay the entire thing which he has collected from the say the consumer. Since when he bought it, he must have paid the tax. How much he paid the tax? 6% on. He had paid 6% on, what is it? CGST. 6% on 40,000. How much is that? 2400. He has paid CGST as this much, and even the SGST also as same. So this is CGST. I can say CGST is 2400 and SGST 2400. He has paid both these amount whom? To the, okay, central and state government respectively. Now, who? The retailer paid it to the wholesaler. Since he has already paid earlier, so he will deduct that amount from whatever, okay. Okay, when the wholesaler has paid on the behalf, okay, paid for the retailer to the government, right? How much? 2400. Retailer will pay subtracting that 2400 from whatever that he has collected. How much he has collected? He has collected. So what is the input tax? The tax paid by retailer will be retailer CGST and SGST both we can find it out. That will be how much? Output tax minus input tax. Output is how much? Output is 2746. 2746. In exam you have to write the formula also. 20 and what is the next input tax? Minus 2400. If I subtract here, so it will be 346.20. This is the tax that CGST, and the same amount will be SGST, will be paid by the shopkeeper, the retailer. 346.20 to whom? To the government there. So the question they're asking is how much is the tax paid by the retailer to the central government? So 346.20, 346.20, and how much tax is received from by the state government? The state government will receive exactly what the consumer has paid, right, as a SGST. And how much is that? The consumer has paid 2746.20, so it will be 2746.20. Whatever the customer has paid, the consumer has paid, is the ultimate tax that the state government will receive. These people, the retailer, wholesaler, manufacturer, they are partly depositing step by step in the government account here. So this is all that we have about this particular question. So fine. Alright, and this is the answer.